Hey all, and welcome back to A Hat in Time. Running a bit low on ponds right now. As you can see, the next one is 150, I only have 109, so we're going to go after a time rift right now, and there should be one in Murder on the Owl Express. I just got to skip through everything, as is my want.
It reminds me quite a bit of, some of those Mario Sunshine levels where you'll pick one and then go for another one as like a secret. I've always enjoyed that, especially like how you can start up Mario Sunshine and entirely skip the first mission and instead go right to Petey Piranha.
Yes. Gotta reload all my controls because it's been a while. One.
Some of the speedrun strats for some of these are so funny. Just seeing how they go one and then immediate like right to the enter button. It's really cool. I actually really recommend checking out Hat in Time speedruns because they have a really good community, and they talk quite often with the devs to be like, hey, don't get rid of this one thing. We need it.
There we go then.
Alright, into the secret level with the really nice music. And there's a remix of it available also, which is even better. It's so nice.
Aww.
They go for a bit more of a funky vibe to it.
I don't know. I don't know if I prefer the funk. I kind of like the relaxing, smooth jazz, as it were.
It still keeps a lot of it, but it adds in just a little bit of a more bass line, and it's just nice to listen to. The musician for this game has just put out a tweet saying, hey, would you guys be down if I made a future funk album? And future funk is like one of my favorite genres, so I was like, I would buy that immediately.
What classifies what is funk and what is future funk exactly? Is there a difference between future and past funk? I did not mean to do that, but it's fine.
The difference between future and past funk is past funk was done unironically, and future funk is kind of ironic.
Jesus.
So these platforms can be a little dicey, but we did it.
Yay!
You can see where there's the Mario Sunshine inspiration in some of these levels, like especially the one that just wholesale uses the big spinning things from Mario Sunshine.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as everyone sees that, they're like, that is right from Sunshine, and they were then later used in Galaxy in the one Sunshine special level.
Yeah, it's funny, I hadn't gone back to Galaxy since I played Odyssey, and I was watching a Boundary Break on it, and there's some crazy stuff in there. Yeah, I've got into Boundary Break recently, as well as Summoning Salt. You can thank my friend Shade for that. It's very addictive, actually, seeing behind the scenes and stuff. I think the first one I watched, actually, was Spirit Tracks, and there's a lot of funky stuff just beyond the camera's view.
Yeah, as someone who worked in with the video game company before, I see stuff. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But I guess to people who have no knowledge of that, it's really cool to see because how things work. And let's see, what are we gonna get? Oh, we get Vivian's hat from Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
It's not bad, but I want to see what else we can get.
We can get a weird mask that I honestly don't like as much as the regular Fox mask, or we get a cool color.
The Freedom.
America.
Yes. It's not the 4th of July, but it sure as hell is just before Christmas Eve, so...
Hat Kid gets a gun!
Oh, no.
There's a mod that just gives Hat Kid a gun.
Of course there is.
So good. It's so good.
If Mario was on Steam, and that's a really dystopian future I never want to experience, he would have a gun in a mod, let's be honest.
Well, the cool thing is, they recently put out there's our America colors. I like the purple hair. It's a nice touch. It's a good color for it. They recently put out tweets about the next set of DLC, and they're basically doing, okay, we're going to do voting for the top, 10 DLC that are free from copyright will just be added to the base game.
I probably shouldn't activate these because I'm trying to save funds, not spend them.
There's some really good paintings in this room, too, that are, some parodies of other pieces of, other famous pictures. The girl with the earring and all that.
Alright, I gotta rack up ponds now, Tom. You're the man. You're the man now, Hat Kid.
I do love how they just put in the Sonic Generations balloons.
Yeah.
And they work the exact same, and you hit them, and you're like, oh man, I wish balloons were this cool in real life.
I should probably not have the sprint cap equipped for this, because what does it do, Tanner, exactly?
So this, if you sprint jump, it actually is kind of does both of your jumps at once, and so you want to instead just use a regular hat and turn it off when you're going to be platforming around, because that double jump is very important to have for not only correcting in the air, but also for like stuff like that where you triple jumped instead of double. So it's all about thinking about your jumps and thinking, how many do I need? So being able to use as many as you can is very important.
Thankfully, checkpoints are plentiful in A Hat in Time. It's not a very intensive game in terms of what it asks for you, unless you're playing, I don't know, Seal the Deal, or the Contracts, or whatever.
Or the most difficult one when this game was in the beta was called a challenge called the Beta Heroes Challenge. And it was one of the stages like this, which was... It was probably easier than some of the stuff that ended up being in the base game, but I remember when I first played it, I'm like, wow, I'm gonna have to like really get good at this, because there's a lot here that you have to do, including there's mushroom jumping in the style of Sonic, like the Sonic mushrooms kind of, but imagine that without lock on, and you have to aim naturally into them over a bottomless pit, and you're like, oof, yeah, so what even happened there? I thought there was a platform under you.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
So, they actually added that back in through the modding there, so you can actually go back and play it. And it's tricky, but it's not as tricky as some of the stuff in Seal the Deal later, because, oh man, that Death Wish mode makes me want to have a Death Wish.
Wow. Still didn't get enough ponds. Why are you withholding such treasures from me?
Alright, I'm trying to think the best place to get pawns. Honestly, we could just hop into a level, grab a couple from the Mafia Town, and head back. Ooh, a remix of the levels there.
Oh, nice. Is this the one you were talking about?
It might... No, this is the orchestral mix, so it's not that one.
That is.
Oh, that just reminds me of because this game was made by a company, Gears for Breakfast, in I think it's Sweden, I think. But they actually got like the Swedish National Orchestra to play music from A Hat in Time at a big thing for video games, because they're like, hey, we got this. Also, Intruder Alert.
Hey.
Oh yeah, these guys will play music for you. They're the sound test.
Yeah.
But so they got to listen to Hat in Time music orchestrated, and it's really cool.
Just a bunch of owls that got together to play music while riding the conductor's Owl Express.
It's really good.
Okay if we
I like
practice
that.
here? In exchange, if you have any song requests, we'll be happy to play whatever you have in mind.
So yeah, these guys will change up the music you can listen to. You can swap it out. They'll play different stuff. So the music in this game, they not only have the regular album, but there's an entire remix album also. But yeah, there's some fun art in here.
Oh, cute.
But a lot of any art fans will be able to be like, I recognize that.
Yeah, I feel validated.
What, you didn't get your liberal arts degree where you had to examine paintings for hundreds of hours? It's great. It's wonderful. I love it.
I'm so close to ponds. You know what? I'm going to open this shit up. Because there might be more ponds in here.
Oh, there might actually be going to the next level here, which we won't go to just yet. We could, because the game gives us the option to, but we're not gonna.
Oh, this is so funky. I love it.
So this here, this room here is where the DLC goes in. It was there at the beginning, but it was totally blocked off and didn't look like anything. But that is where the first DLC exists.
Secrets.
Just the big void galaxy that she keeps in the basement, of course.
Another one. Wow, this
there is.
First part is just going to be all-time riffs.
That's alright, we gotta do them.
Yeah, and I like doing them. These are fun levels.
And this one is the lab. Back to the lab again.
Whoa, back to the lab again. Taking it back to the 90s. These guys are fuckers.
These guys are pretty bad. You can kill them with the brewing hat, though. Because you can't hit them, or you can't hit them, I guess. And you can jump on them. I think there's red ones later on that can't be jumped on, though. So these ones you can, though. But if you really need to, staying off their level and using the brewing cap to snipe them is a valid strategy.
Why aren't you giving me ponds? I need ponds, you bastards!
It's going through a hard time. It's a bird recession.
That's why I don't like them.
They're basically the bullies from Mario 64 there.
Mm-hmm.
Except they don't make the fun noises. Which really just sounds like a thwomp noise when you think about it, but...
Oh my god, you're not wrong.
Because I was just gonna be like... I was just gonna make the noise, I'm like, that is just a thwomp noise.
Alright, let's play properly now, Tom. You've had time to warm up, stop being a silly.
And you also have the homing attack also to jump on them if they're there, but the problem is if you use it while there's two there, then it becomes a problem of, oh, the other one's gonna come and get you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Seriously, why are you denying me pawns? This is actually annoying me now.
This is a little surprising, honestly.
Really, Tom?
It's okay, gears are confusing.
They really are.
It's a bit of TikTok clock in here.
A little bit. Not a lot, just a little.
Just a little, with the gears.
Enough to...
No pendulums yet, and that's the scary one.
Enough to avoid a copyright infringement, but no more.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's how indie games roll.
You're not wrong.
I do kind of like how for this one you have to run up like the center spoke when you're so used to going the other way.
There we go. Whew. Whew. Now you checkpoint me. Okay, now we're gonna play smart.
Yeah, so if you're not on the platform with them, you're safe and can snipe them with that because it auto-tracks to them. And it does reload rather quickly.
Yes, it does. Go for it!
Whoa! And there was still no pawns there.
Fuck! Jesus!
Shall we just load into Mafia Town, grab a few, and head on back out?
I think we're gonna have to. No.
Yeah, I don't really like that hat. I like the original more. That one's... I do like that mask more than the Fox mask. And Vivian's hat it is.
Yay! I think I already had it.
Did you?
Maybe.
I don't think you can get the same one twice, though, so I don't think we did. Now, there are minor variations, so we might have had one that looks similar.
Sort of Vivian's hat, kind of Vivian's hat.
Yeah. Sort of Vivian's hat, slightly closer to Vivian's hat, farther away because we're scared of copyright.
Yeah, basically. The absolute state of this fucking thing. Let's go to Mafia Town.
And it's nice to revisit. I love Mafia Town.
Wouldn't want to live there, though.
Yeah, I'm getting beat up by even the old ladies. It's a little scary.
Let's see. Golden Vault.
Yeah, so we just gotta run around, find a couple, and jump on out.
Yeah. So how have you been, Tanner? What games have you been playing recently?
Good. A bit of Smash. Continuing to play through World of Light there on my own. Been enjoying that.
Thank you.
I've been playing some Let's Go Pikachu. It's a fun time. Been continuing to play Fate Stay Night, the big visual novel. It's crazy. Playing some Persona dancing games. Getting ready for Joker in Smash Bros.
Hell yeah. I'm seeing pawns all over the place now. It's like the game is trying to torture me.
It really is the like this level has so many pawns placed about where other ones it's like, yeah, we're gonna be a bit more conservative with them where right now there's like 12 on screen.
Jesus.
And you didn't have to kill that man.
Didn't have to,
Like you did.
But it was fun.
Hat Kid crime go up.
Oh yes, but Mafia lives go down.
Woohoo! You just see someone scrubbing one number off the population counter.
How do I turn off motion blur? Because it's kind of annoying me.
Graphics settings. We go down to the advanced settings where you hit configure.
Configure?
We go down to the part that says motion blur, which if we keep going down to, should be near, I think, out of screen blur and radial blur. You can get rid of those.
Uh-huh.
You can turn the per motion object blur down from simple to off also. So that's at the very top.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, that's so much better.
Motion blur can work when in certain instances, but I can definitely see people turning it off. And there's nothing worse than new TVs. So like TVs bought nowadays have this setting on by default called motion called like motion smoothing, which basically applies motion blur to every single thing that you watch.
Ew.
And people say like, if you have a relative buying a new TV, immediately go and turn that off because it looks so bad.
Alright, now we can actually continue with Battle of the Birds.
You can. We are off to this time the last mission for DJ Grooves here. The big parade.
This one's interesting. I won't say it's my favorite, but it's very enjoyable.
So how do you like Shadow Mario missions from Mario Galaxy 2?
I relish them.
Really? Yeah, no, I really enjoy them myself. So that's basically this, except it's kind of like almost say time trial style mission because you're just trying to survive and get as many points as you can. So it's done a bit differently.
Oh, now you give me ponds.
Yeah, there's so many here, right?
So mad.
Hello, darling. Welcome to the largest
Look at these nerds back here.
Hey, it's cool to march.
recording the big parade.
Well, just they looked like Travis McElroy.
A little bit.
For this movie, we'll need to use our
That'll pop out at the end, but you gotta do a lot of shit to make that happen, baby.
I do find it interesting they use like a party ball in something that is so incredibly not Japanese.
Can you go over there and get dressed?
Get a special outfit for this.
There is a mod called Outfit Select that just lets you change your outfits as you play, which is really nice.
Look,
Little bit of the bird mask on there is a little bit of Majora's Mask with the bird mask that you get to play for the chickens.
Oh, the Bremen
Little bit of
mask.
that. Yeah.
and keep an eye out for goodies. The audience loves a good parade and will throw treats your way if you get near them.
Remember, kids, always throw stuff at people performing. They love it.
Yeah, it won't distract them. It won't enrage them. It won't cause their parents to become disappointed in them and disown them.
Well, it's like, yeah, we'll throw health at you when you're nearby. They love it when you see an actor or a singer on stage and you just start throwing medicine at them. They love it.
Was that Get Ready Go always there? I don't recall it.
It was. It was in, and it was actually used in the original, the beta build, where they made it sound way, way, way more like it was ripped right from Diddy Kong Racing, to a point where they were worried about copyright, so they changed it.
Oh, the Get Ready Go!
Yes, they recorded it, and the person did an impression so well that it just sounded like a ripoff.
Like Grant Kirkhope called him up and said, "Are you right, lads? Not for nothing, but I think you've stolen one of my MP3 recordings."
Well, it's so funny listening to him talk about Melee, because he's like, yeah, that's me as Donkey Kong in Melee, and I was not even told that I was doing the voice. They just used my voice library. And then he's like, yep, that's also me singing in the DK. Well, that's not him singing the DK rap, but it's his song. And he's like, they did all this stuff, and I had no idea.
Yeah, Nintendo be like that sometimes.
They just sometimes do stuff like the Snipper Clips song that was put in Smash Ultimate. The guy learned about it being remixed the day of.
Yikes.
Like when it was announced that that the song was there, he was like, yep, I didn't know that it was being remixed by the Metal Gear Solid composer till now. So, I mean, nice surprises, but still. So we gotta go hit these the switches around here. These to turn up the heat, as they say.
It's all good. Don't forget, you're still being followed, so don't dilly-dally.
Yeah, for sure. And they will follow you through the air no matter what crazy platforming you do, because these birds are anti-gravity birds that just do what they want.
These birds are honor students. They will follow you to the end of the earth if it means getting extra cred.
Hat kid, I will follow you to the ends of the earth.
Shocker, you get back here! I was robbed at the videos!
Oh man, isn't that the truth?
Well, I don't know how good Red Dead is, but Yuri Lowenthal acted his little heart out.
I put a thing on Twitter and people were like, yeah, but Cowboy Game really good. And I'm like, no, but shut up.
How many people did you anger with that statement, Tanner?
My mute button grows bigger every day.
Ah, I see.
I don't block, I'm not Kamiya, but my mute button does.
I get you.
I do really like the platforming in this section, because even though there's like big old death below where if you fall into it you get bounced back up, there's enough stuff around here that you can pretty safely platform around and just continue to explore this little area that, again, you don't ever super get to explore in a normal light. Like, it's always in a mission like this, but it's still just nice to be able to go like, yeah, this is a cool little moon base area.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't know why, but I never realized this whole set is actually on the moon originally.
Yeah, it's because they're called the moon penguins, and so they don't make a big deal about the fact that you're on the moon. It's just like something that they, bring up in dialogue, and you're supposed to read into the subtext of. You know, this deep subtext-ridden game with the deep lore. Yesterday I was, oh yeah?
Go on. No, I was going to say Hat Kid's an allegory for communism or some shit. It wasn't funny. Your joke will probably be better go.
It's not really a joke, it's a story, but I was, yesterday I was trying to explain, Kirby lore to my friend Adrian, and he was just baffled that, like, he's like, are you serious right now? He's like, you're always talking about this, but I never believe you. And I'm like, no, 100%, there's, like, super deep, crazy Kirby lore. And so, when I started, whoa, okay.
You saw that?
Stuck in the platform.
Oh my
there,
god.
Yep.
I don't know what's going on, Tanner.
There's a lot happening right now, so we just gotta grin and bear it. Yeah, the missiles start now, and those are fun. Bit of hidden missiles. Dr. Doom would love it. Yeah, I was explaining Kirby lore, and that was one where he did not believe that I was being serious, that there is deep, crazy, eldritch horror Kirby lore, because he always just looked at it as, just a regular kiddie game, and I'm like, nah man, that ain't it at all.
Give me some health, please. This is getting scary, Tanner.
This is getting intense. Now, the good thing is, in the end, all we gotta do is survive. Like, if we time out, we still win the mission. It's just a case of, the better you do, the more points you get. So, you want to try and do it, as fast and effective as possible. But, it is a bit hairy. Bit Harry Osborn in here.
Isn't that the question of the day?
Let's get his glider jet from the third movie and use that. That'll make this way easier. So yeah, they do give you the health, which makes it easier. So then there's the cooking timer in the corner there to show you when we get to the next phase. So you just gotta survive till then.
Do. Love a bit of big band swing. Nintendo was on a kick with that during the Wii U era. Not so much anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, I was just listening to in the car yesterday the credits theme for Mario 3D World, and like, man, that game, 3D World, that game's music is awesome. Like, they didn't have to go as hard as they did for the Bowser's World theme, but they did.
Oh, bless them for it. Okay, am I still being followed at this point?
You are.
Yikes.
It's not over till it's over, and now it's over.
Yep.
Hey, we're at 20. We're halfway through the base game.
Wonderful.
How do we do? Let's see here.
The Hungry Public. I kind of guessed that when they were following me incessantly.
They desire more. They crave more.
I didn't grab as many goodies as I possibly could have done, but whatevers. I think there's a resounding victor here.
There is, and it is none other than Xander Mobus himself.
Mm-hmm. If he was in Smash, it would be Conductor!
Well, he is already. Twice.
Yeah, as the announcer and as Joker.
And also Master Hand, Crazy Hand, various Mii voices. He's kind of the big cheese for that one.
Oh yeah.